What's up, everyone? I hope you all had a fantastic Mother's Day, and I hope you all spoiled your mothers really well. And to all you mothers in this class, I like to say Happy Mother's Day to you all, and I hope you all had a great day. Okay, so I went to this assignment not really knowing what I would get out of it or why we're really supposed to do that. I learned once we started, though, why we're doing it, and I'm pretty glad we did it. I interviewed Henry Ford, who's a senior here at Kansas University. Most people know who Henry is. He's a pretty big part of Kansas University. He does a lot of stuff with the Christian aspect. He was a helper in my first class, and he was just a really nice guy. Henry has lived a very interesting and inspiring life, to say the least. Henry is originally from Port Harcourt, Nigeria. Most people, when they think of African countries and stuff like that, they think of small town. And I honestly thought Henry would be from a smaller town, like what you picture when you think of Africa. But he's actually, Port Harcourt actually has 1.4 million people living in it, which is not even the largest city in Nigeria, which really surprised me. I learned that because I didn't have a slice idea about that. Henry has been back home since September of 3 years ago, which is a long time to be away from your family and friends and all that. He came to the United States for school. He was actually supposed to attend Arizona State University or Boston State, but Nigeria, they kind of choose where they send you, and they actually sent Henry here at Kansas University, which kind of surprised me, and I didn't know that aspect about Nigeria and his culture either. One thing that has stuck with Henry through everything and all he's been through in life is his faith and relationship with God. He has always been a Christian. Growing up, Henry had four foster siblings, and his family was all Christian. And you'd assume that they would force him to be Christian too, but that's not how it was. His family, his mom, actually let him choose what religion he wanted to be, let him do what he wanted to do. She didn't force him to go to church. She didn't force him to do anything. He actually chose to go to church and worship God all on his own. Wasn't forced to at all. I asked him for his thoughts on being a Christian and spreading the word, and he said, in terms of being a Christian, before you can fellowship with others, you need to have fellowship with you and God first. I want you to know why you're doing it and what Christ has planned for you. Then you can speak to others and show them the way properly. If you don't know the way yourself, though, and try speaking to others, then they can influence your ideas and beliefs in a negative way, which I have to agree with Henry on that. If you don't really know why you're doing what you're doing, and you just try talking to other people and they don't have the same beliefs as you, they can take their beliefs and push them onto you, and you not really know what to say or do back to that. But once you actually have a fellowship with Christ and know what you're talking about, then you can spread the word on better like that. Not everything has came easy for Henry, though. He said he's glad he came to the United States and Kansas University, but feels like he's overstayed his welcome here and is ready to graduate and explore on his own and do his own things. He likes the peace and quiet here, but gets bored at times, which most of us can understand that. Once he graduates, he plans to move to Columbus, Ohio, which is where Ohio State University is at, if you all didn't really know where Columbus is at. And he wants to open up his own computer-type business there and do stuff like that. A few other things about Henry is he has brothers and sisters in Europe and Canada. Another thing about Henry that I found really interesting was he attended military school, and he had to get up at 4 a.m. every single morning while he was in military school, which isn't very fun. And he's visiting home again next summer, which will be the first time he's been home. Then it will be 4 years, which is a long time. And when I asked him what the hardest thing to adapt to here in the U.S. was, he told me that the hardest thing to adapt to was food and what we eat here. And they actually speak English where he's from in Nigeria, which I didn't know that, and I learned that, which was a pretty interesting fact, because I thought they all spoke like a different type of language. All right. I learned many things about Henry for his life growing up in his culture. From his hometown in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, and how he made it to the United States, which was really interesting how they chose his college and basically told him where he was going to go. To him always being a Christian, how he became a Christian, which becoming a Christian on your own and making your own choice and not being forced to do that is, I think, the best way when you just, make your own decisions about what you want to do. And about his plans after he graduates and moves on with his life up in Columbus, Ohio, and all that. Henry IV has lived a very interesting and inspiring life. I had a great time sitting down and interviewing him, and I hope you all enjoyed his speech. And I hope you all learned about Henry like I did. I learned many things, and I really, really enjoyed it. And I hope you all learned with your interviews and stuff like that. Hope you all have a great day. Thank you for your time.